Hey everyone, Dr. Jones here with another weekly video message. And this week, I want to talk to you about that influence piece of that pyramid that I've been talking to you about, where control is the top piece because it's such a small bit of what we're actually able to do, and the bottom one is release, where you have to let those things go. That influence section is very important in helping us change our perspective and get a good perception of how we can be most effective and be as successful as possible. So influence. See, the trick with this is when we think we can control more than we actually can, we forget that we're actually trying to influence things. So take behavior for an example. In school especially, but all the time, we try to control other people's behavior and often find that while we put different consequences in place and things like that, we can never really completely control them. We can influence them through those consequences and ways we do things to get people to behave in the manner that we expect or we want. Think about electronics, for example, the internet. We're always trying to control what students can go to or what people can go to, sites they can visit, things they can do. And yes, that works to an extent, but in actuality, we should be trying to influence people's behavior in a way where they make the decision themselves. Now, when I was growing up, you could probably find things to do that you shouldn't be doing if you looked for them. Well, now it's not a matter of if students or people around us are put in that position where they have to look for something to do they maybe shouldn't do. Now they're going to be presented with it. So we have to make sure that we're influencing instead of controlling. So to clarify, maybe make it a little simple. We should not be worried about how much we're controlling somebody or why we can't control somebody or trying to increase our ability to control somebody as much as we should be working on improving how we influence them. The best way to do that, the best way to influence, is through modeling and educating. You see, we can't really tell somebody or want somebody to do something if we're not doing it ourselves, because that sends a very clear message to them. What's all right for them is not all right for me, or are they that much better than me that they don't have to do what they're asking me to do? And then that relationship falls apart. That ability to influence them to do the right thing falls apart. So we have to make sure we believe in our message and we're modeling it. The second piece is educating. You see, sometimes people that aren't doing what we wish them to do just don't understand the reason why. So if we were to take some time and just educate them as to why it might be the better thing to do, why it might be better for them to not behave poorly or make bad decisions when they're going out with their friends and things like that, or when we're going out with our friends and things like that. You see, we're all in this together. And the idea is that we can only control that which affects us personally, or that is our own personal thing and our behaviors. Everything else is influence. And that's why when we look at people that are doing things that we just get frustrated at, it's not a matter of whether we can control or not, because we can't. The thing is, we need to work on how to increase our ability to influence them. And that's usually by building a relationship, modeling what we would like, and educating why it's the better decision. Look, that's it. I thank you for taking the time to tune in. I really appreciate it, and I never take it for granted. If you found any value in this message whatsoever, do me a favor. Let me know what that piece of value was and share it with your friends or somebody else who might find value as well. And remember, as always, be purposeful, act with integrity, and continue to build your character. Have a great day.